I usually don't do point of view shots like this, so I'm gonna hope this turns out right. I wanted to get into it, just straight into it. This looks familiar to you guys. This is the same location that I reviewed my 450 SS, my first YouTube video ever. I'll put that up in the video up there. So this one is the CFMOTO 675 SS. It is my upgrade bike, and I wanted to get this video out to you guys because I've just crossed, or not just crossed, but it's been a while. I just crossed over to 1,000 miles. So this is kind of like my 1,000-mile review, if you will. 1,137. But I want to get this review over to you guys. And I thought it'd be a very fitting spot to just do it in the same spot that I did my very first YouTube video on. So I guess I don't have to introduce myself. You guys already know who I am. And if you want me to introduce myself, you can go back and watch that video. It's not the best video. I think I've evolved a little bit as a what is it, like a moto vlogger, or like a motorcycle YouTube guy. What do you mean? So I guess that's the what do you call it? I just do this for fun. It's just fun for me. If you guys want to refer back to anything or want to know more about who I am, you can refer back to that video. I will spare you all the details in this video for anyone who's already seen it. Yeah, so let's get straight into it. So this is the 2025 CFMOTO 675 SS. It is an awesome bike, and I know some of you guys in the comments are like, oh man, I want to see the top speed. You know, I really want to see how fast you're going, like, because I want to see if it's actually fast, if it's actually quick, whatever. If I am speeding past a certain speed limit, that could be used against me, which is why I don't post that, or I don't go that speed, if you will. Like, I keep it very moderate, you know. I follow the speed limit, if you're catching my drift here. For real, I really don't like speed up like that. Obviously, I like to see how fast some things can go, you know, like what the top speeds are on things, or all the ratios of the gear and everything, especially when I did break it in. So I see a lot of those comments, so obviously I'm sorry, first of all. Can't do that. Definitely want to have some track days for sure with this thing. I will definitely show you guys that for sure. And I'm not sure if I'll hit top speed, but this bike is by no means slow. Just to kind of put that out there. I know some people are like, oh, it's slow to get up there and this and that. I don't know if you guys are doing something wrong, or maybe it's just your perception, because I've come from a 450 SS. I've come from a lot slower of a bike, a lot lighter of a bike. Say about like 200 cc's of engine and more. This is a little bit more. This is an inline 3. This is an inline 3, and it sounds really good. It's funny because I say 675, and you know, people hear, oh, it's a 3-cylinder. I'm like, yeah, it is a 3-cylinder, and it sounds really good. It's got that like distinct sound, and I don't know what it is, just sounds so good. Inline 4 sounds great. Like my buddy's ZX-10R is awesome, but we're not talking about that bike right now. I got it almost a month ago now. You can refer back to those videos. Again, trying to spare you more details of like me repeating myself. I do go over a lot of the details about the bike. I know I talked like kind of like an in-depth, but this I kind of review more personally. We obviously know what it does. If you don't know, you can refer back to that video of what this bike is actually capable of, what it has, all the features, like the damper, the quick shifter when it goes up, all those types of things. You guys can go do all that. I have a video on the aftermarket exhaust that I did. You know, I have a video on the tail tidy. I have those videos now, which is really cool. I can just refer to those. I want to give you guys like my honest review of it, pros and cons, like how I see it coming from like a novice. You know, I know in that one I repeated like a million times, you know, I'm a beginner, whatever. I've put a lot of miles on this thing. It's over 1,000 already, and it hasn't been a month. So yeah, I've been riding the hell out of this thing. And like, I've actually been riding in the super blazing hot summertime. And I've been riding, you know, in the city a little bit more, like actual like Chicago area. Like I've been riding there. Like I have more riding experience with this bike. I can't throw it like I can with the 450 yet. I still got to get comfortable with it. But I'm definitely getting a little bit more comfortable with it, which I can feel like I'm managing the weight better. When I do rev match, or when I am shifting, I know like the points, like what RPM to be at, so it's smooth. Or if I really want to get into it, I know what kind of speed can carry me through, like what gear can carry me to what speed. But yeah, don't mind the bell thing either. My wife got it for me, so it's just more of like the thought, in my opinion. I know everyone's like, oh, it's stupid, it's just another marketing gimmick. Oh my god, like it's just something to get you to buy things. Oh my gosh, like they just want you to buy it, and it's just all lie. Like, yeah, obviously there's no, what are they called, road goblins or whatever, trolls. Huh? they're not gonna grab me. Obviously that's not a real thing. It's the thought. It's almost like a reminder. Like anytime I, you know, put a leg over, see the bell, and it reminds me, like, you know, I have a loved one at home. You know, that's also why I don't ride like a complete, you know, I don't want to say jackass, but I don't ride crazy. I have fun, but I don't do a lot of stupid crap, if you will. I like to keep it very moderate, and if I'm having fun, I like to control that fun a little bit, as much as I can. That, again, the bell thing, if you guys are just curious about that, you think I'm like, oh, he thinks it's real. Obviously, there's nothing that's gonna come into go into my bike and go crazy stuff. The only thing that's in control is me, but I like it. It's a reminder, like, I have a wife at home. I want to get home to her, you know, like, let's just put that out there. So I kind of want to talk about the cons first. So the cons of the bike. It's a sport bike, so obviously the seating you see the seat right here, and you think that it's softer, but it's really not. Like, it's not comfortable by any means. Oh, it's a sport bike and you're saying it's not comfortable. No crap. Okay, but that's a con of the bike. Obviously, if you're riding like a cruiser of some sort, or even like a naked bike, it's a little more comfortable. My back starts hurting a little bit, or it's just... Another thing too is, like, the height is a little tall, because I've been on other people's like 600s, like the ZX6R. I've been on my buddy's ZX10, and like the height of the bike, like where you're sitting and your feet touching, this is a little tall for my liking, but I haven't gotten the aftermarket seat. That's one of the first cons. The second con, obviously, is I've rode the bike a little bit, I have more experience on it, is the gear. So don't get me wrong, this thing is awesome, but we're not talking about it right now. So for this, it can be a little finicky sometimes, like your gear. So first gear going into second isn't really an issue. There was one time, and this may be just user error at this point, you can laugh at me in the comments, whatever, it doesn't matter. There's one time I had the bike parked first gear. I like to keep it in first gear when I park it, and then I'll kick it into neutral from standing here. I'll, you know, pull the clutch in with my left hand. I'll go like this, clutch hand, and then I'll kick it up to neutral, and it'll show the green N on here, right? And this is why I say in another video too, don't trust that green N, right? Is I clicked it and it said it was neutral, right? And I guess I could have just got on the bike and held the clutch in and then started like a normal person. Again, this could be user error, but it said it was neutral. It said on the screen right there, neutral, and I go to tap, ready to go, right? It's gonna start the bike. It starts and it like stalls, and then it shows second on there. And I'm like, okay, it's weird. I remember you saying neutral, but it's actually second. So even with the 450, it must be like a CFMOTO thing. That's like horrible, but this thing is a little finicky. Like, finding neutral isn't hard in here, but it's finicky. The 450 was very, very finicky. This one, it's finicky, but it's not like annoying. Like the 450 was kind of annoying. I couldn't, you know, like, it'll say neutral, and then I start to ease the clutch out a little bit, and it's like, that's not neutral. But this one, it's been less, but it is a con. It is annoying, it can be annoying sometimes. Con of this bike is with the aftermarket, with the stock exhaust, okay? It is very clunky, and with the 450, you could find a nice slip-on, which I would have done with this bike if it was easy, but that's the con, is I can't. Like, I'm sure they'll have something out in the future, or maybe there is something out there, but from what I found, like, it wasn't any good exhaust. It was a slip-on, just based on how the actual exhaust is shaped. If you want to see how the exhaust is actually shaped, I have that video. I can put that up in the screen as well. It's very big and clunky, and you could just see where, like, having a slip-on would become very tough. As opposed to the 450, they made it very accessible to have that slip-on. So it's very interesting, because there's a lot of things they've done really well that they lacked in the 450, but then they just, like, took things that were really well in the 450, some things, not all things, but some things, and then it's like they kind of forgot about it on this bike. So I guess that's maybe like a con. I don't have the actual exhaust on it. You can see my other videos, you can see the stock exhaust is very clunky, and even now, because I haven't had a tune on it yet, this exhaust is not even like a week old, I think, on this thing. Yeah, it's been only a few days since I really had it. I haven't had a tune. It's running lean. Okay, it is running lean. I'm gonna admit that. I haven't had a tune, and that's fine. I do have plans for a tune. It's gonna happen. So let's just put that to rest. But I will say, the stock exhaust adds so much weight. Like, that muffler is huge. It's giant. It's ginormous. And like the exhaust port, it looks cool, but when you see the actual muffler, it's like a car muffler, and it's heavy. I want to say, you can correct me if I'm wrong, my exhaust, Van Diemen, right here, is full exhaust, probably about 9, I think it's like 9 to 11 pounds, right? The stock muffler, just because of the States, you know, here in the States it's a little stricter. I think the actual US model itself is a little weaker. It's a little slower, at least that's what I was told from the dealer. This is a little slower. It's a little held back because of just regulations here in the States. So this might not apply to you. If you're in the States, it definitely applies to you, where this one is a little bit slower than the actual SR. The SS, right? That's their United States model. But that muffler's huge, and it adds a lot of weight. The weight is ridiculous. I've noticed having it off is it feels lighter, and it feels like I'm almost like, I know it's just like 10 pounds. But at the end of the day, 10 pounds is 10 pounds. Like it makes a difference on a bike that I think weighs about like 400 pounds, 420 pounds, somewhere around there. And the sound too, like it sounds good for stock. Sure, we can make that argument all day long. But at the end of the day, I want a ride to be heard. Like I want people to visually see me, right? But I also want people to like audibly hear me. Like I want you to actually hear me coming. Not really a con of my bike, but a lot of people have been mentioning like oil consumption issues, or the oil burns or it leaks, and I have had zero of that, just so everyone knows. I've had zero oil problems. My oil is normal. I've had no burning issues. It doesn't just disappear. It's not leaking. Totally normal on that. But that is a potential con. I know there's a manufacture date. I think it's after like February or something, or if it's in the States, if it was manufactured after February, you're fine. Not quite sure on that one. Something to keep your eye out for. Just something to keep your eye out for. So I've been keeping my eye out for it. I've seen it even when they first released. I still wanted one. I'm like, okay, I'll figure it out as I go if it happens to be an issue, but that's just a con. So just be wary of that. When it comes factory, there is like a lot of slack in this thing. You're gonna have to adjust it. I haven't adjusted yet, but you basically just peel these back and then you're going to just adjust it. I can be lazy sometimes, okay? I'm a human being. Let me be lazy. Sometimes I downshift like a jerk. Sometimes I upshift like a jerk. Sometimes I'm lazy and I just want to use the quick shifter, and that's okay. That's okay. You ride your ride. Another con, I guess, would be the screen. So the screen is cool. Don't get me wrong. I love the screen. I can get a good shot for you guys. There's a lot on the screen. Like there's just so much on the screen that it could be almost too much. You know, it could be a little much information while you're trying to ride. Like obviously you're not staring at it, but it can be distracting. Kind of tie into the seat as well. Is the positioning okay? So I don't hate the positioning, so I'm gonna throw a leg over. So if I'm on here, the positioning isn't bad, okay? By no means is the positioning bad, but I'm 5'8", about 175, okay? Both feet are on the ground, right? You can tell. But the positioning can be a bit awkward. My buddy, he's a little over 6 foot. I think he's a little bit over 6 foot, but he told me it feels a little weird for him. Like it's almost like this is really wide and it's like really hunched over. And I get it. The positioning can be kind of tough, but for me, 5'8", not a big deal for me. But I know that can be a con for some people. So con performance-wise, riding, again, I haven't had one. Everything feels good. I know it's like the Temu bike or the Chinese bike that's cheap, but it feels good. Like the gear ratios feel good. The power delivery feels good. Just everything. The suspension feels good. Like if you're coming from a ZX6R or like a leader bike, obviously this bike's gonna feel slow to you. Obviously. So now where the bike doesn't really show any cheapness in the actual performance or the speed or any of that, it shows it in like the small things. So for me, this is something that I'm gonna live with the rest of my life, is this little screw right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a screw for the seat. Will not thread back into there. Like when I took it out, it was easy, and it just for some reason won't go back in. This one, just fine. This one, not so much. The only thing keeping it down is my butt, and it's slightly in there. It's very slight, but it's not all the way threaded. Just like when me and my buddy, when we were putting the fairing back after putting the exhaust on, a lot of these like the screws, like they're just, you could tell like that's very cheaply made, like especially the threads and everything, like where all the screws go into. So if you're wondering where the cheapness comes from, the Temu bike, if you will, the Temu 675 SS, right? That's where it comes from, is like the little pieces like that. But everything else, the front brake, you know, everything else is great. Which I guess will kind of segue into the pros of the bike, which I have a lot of good things to say about the bike. I'm not just glazing CFMOTO. I'm not. I give this 100% my review, my input on everything. I'm not just saying it because it's my bike. I'm not saying it, you know, because like, oh, I'm afraid of judgment from other people because I did trade it in. No, like this is just my honest 100% opinion, and I want to display it to you guys. So I think, you know, just some pros. The braking feels great. Just to start off the bat, like I'm trying to go from up, down, up. The braking's great. Rear brake feels great. Front brake feels great. Heck, it's even got brake cooling. I'm gonna butcher the hell out of this, so forgive me. The J Juan, or J Juan, what? However you say it, they're great brakes. They're awesome brakes. I have no qualms with the brakes whatsoever. It is an inline 3, so it sounds really good. It has that like distinct inline 3 sound, and it sounds awesome. My buddy was saying it sounded like a what was it, like a GT3? I can't remember what he said exactly. He said it sounded like a car almost, like when I'm just, you know, when it's like droning, when the exhaust is kind of droning, and he said it sounds like a Porsche, and I was like, dang. Okay, well it's not a Porsche, but you know, I'm gonna make the joke now, just call it the cheap Porsche bike. I love this thing, the steering, like the damper. You can adjust it wherever you need to go. But man, I'm telling you right now, this thing is awesome. And I was on the highway one time and I caught like a stupid groove or like a bump where, you know, it caused your bike to kind of go up a little bit. And I was being stupid. It was nighttime. Not gonna lie, we're not perfect. And I could feel like my handlebars wanted to, and it just adjusted. This thing is awesome. Okay, you call it stabilizer, damper, tank slapper, correcto, whatever you want to call it. Another thing I like too is the traction control. Having the levels of traction control, having no traction control, and then like a medium level, and then like a high level. So if it's like raining and you're worried about your rear tire, your rear slipping out, you can put that on, and it's a touch of a button. It's right here. It's so accessible. You're riding here, boom, I can just click it and it's good to go. I don't need to go configure everything. I think what I like about it is the accessibility of everything on this bike. The FN button, so it's like a function button there, just like the ability to start by just clicking it. You don't need to hold it down. Shoot, again, the traction button, how accessible, how easy it is to get it to everything on here. It's awesome. And I guess I'm gonna sound like a broken record from my 450 video, but this is a good bike to kind of jump to. It's more power, it's a little different, a little bit more weight, different kind of delivery. There's a little more add-ons to the bike. At the end of the day, it's a good jump from like a 450, like a 400. It's not crazy. It's like, again, it's like it's comparable to like a Ninja 650 or something. It's a good bike to jump to. It's a good step. And honestly, for what I want in a bike personally, because I know you guys are like, oh, it's not a leader bike. Oh, it's not a ZX6R. Oh, it's this, it's that, blah, 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 blah. It's a cheap bike. It's what I want in a bike. And you know, if you're looking at it and it's not something you want, that's okay. And you're like me, where you like to rip it sometimes, you like to give it a little gas, you like to see the flames shoot out of the exhaust on a video, or you like to hear the pops, but you also like to ride responsibly and get home to your loved one at night. This is, you know, then you fall right in the criteria where I'm at, because that's where I'm exactly at. That's what I like. Could I get a leader bike? Sure. Could I get a ZX6R? Sure. Could I get an R6? Sure. Is it a lot faster than this bike? Yes, they are faster than this bike. But I didn't get this bike because it's like a ZX6R. I got a bike because it's a little more power, it's a little more sound, a little more oomph. It's an inline 3, which I really love the sound of inline 3s. I like just 3-cylinder sound great. It's got a quick shifter, it's got the damper, it's got so many things, traction control on there. It's got brake cooling, like it's just so much for what you get out of it. Like, it's hard to hate the bike, like, in my opinion. And I guess some outside perspective too is anytime I brought this bike in front of people, or even my buddy, or you know, who's skeptical of CFMOTO, or he saw my 450 and he, you know, makes fun of the bike a little bit, and that's okay. Joke about your bike, it's healthy. He, even now, you know, now we threw the exhaust on it, tail tidy on, and he's like, you know, this bike actually sounds really good and it rips. He's on the leader bike. He told me straight up, like, it's not like a crazy fast bike, but he actually has to apply some throttle whenever I'm on it. Like he actually has to get up to it. Like, I'm telling you right now, if the gears kept sticking, okay, so let's say I'm shifting up from 3, 4, 5, right, and it kept sticking, and the damper doesn't work, and the brakes suck, or it cut out, I'd be telling you guys that. I wouldn't lie to you guys about that. This I'm not gonna lie, right? This is 100% an honest review of this bike. I love the bike. So the tail light, I love the tail light. My buddy says it looks like a Tron bike. It does look like a Tron bike. It does. It looks like a Tron bike. It's kind of goofy when you see it when it's not on, but when it's on, it looks cool. I feel like CFMOTO, they're kind of adjusting to like the actual US market and things like we like to do, like aftermarket stuff and tail tightings and stuff like that. They made it more accessible. Like you can actually get different options with all that, with the tail tighty. Like you can get a different seat, you can get a different windscreen, you can do that. Like you, from their site, you obviously have to go on eBay, go to a dealer, but they make it more accessible. It's a little easier. Like you don't have to go AliExpress. I'm not saying it's perfect, because from the 450, you had to go on AliExpress for a lot of your stuff. It's hard to get anything that was from the States. Always just like, you know, there's cheaper things or, you know, Temu type things you throw on your bike that you had to get for your 450. With the 675, I think they've adapted to the market a little bit better. And again, I'm not trying to glaze CFMOTO, okay? There's things that they could 100% do better, and it's fine. I think they're doing a really good job adapting to our market, and I think they're kind of putting the pressure on a lot of the other brands, and it's okay. That's healthy. You guys want that. It's okay. Brands copy off other brands. I know people are saying, oh, CFMOTO's copying off this brand or copying off this brand. Brands copy off other brands all the time. They can make cheaper versions of it. It's like a brand warfare. It's gonna happen. It's how America works. It's pretty much how the world works. Unfortunately, you know, different countries will make their brand and copy off this brand. It's not just motorcycle world, it's everywhere. The RideSync app. So the RideSync app, I talk about this all the time, and I promise you I'm not sponsored by CFMOTO, although I wouldn't mind it. If they want me to, sure, I'll do it. I'll test out all their stuff. You're freaking awesome. It shows you your track stuff, and on this one it has like the Seek thing and everything too. Again, just having the app accessibility is another pro of this bike. It's awesome. It's very easy to use. I know some people don't like the idea of being tracked, and oh my god, they're gonna use it against you, this and that. They're tracking us, they're tracking us. If you have a cell phone on you, guess what? They're tracking us. RideSync, it's tracking you, your phone's tracking you, it's all being tracked. Track.
What? No, dude!
It's very accessible. You can do the Seek thing, you can see your tracks, you can see how many times you've leaned, you can see your top speed, you can see your average speed. Like it's like a graph. It'll show you like, okay, this is your, you know, top speed, this is your average, this is your lean time, this is your rapid deceleration, your rapid acceleration, and you can kind of see it scanned out to see like, you know, where am I lacking type, and you can kind of work on yourself. That's why I like it. Overall, this bike is fun. The bike is awesome. Like, there's nothing, I can't hate the bike. Like, I try to find things. Again, like I give you a few of them, but like I try to find things where I'm like, hey, what don't I like about it? I like it. I love the color scheme. Like, I'm gonna take the stickers off right here. I'm gonna take the 675S off and take this off. But the blue one on the rim, like I'm keeping that because it looks so cool with this. Like, this is just a small little detail. I know some of you guys are more like the red from the 450 or something, but I love the blue. Like, the blue just fits me better. I love the headlights. Headlights are nice. Obviously, they kept this freaking clunky mirrors, but guess what? I can see out of them. I can see out of these. They're awesome. They're clunky, but you can see out of them. And I haven't gotten the foam out yet, but I do want to. And I do like how they have the, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but there's actually USBs down here. Like a standard, like a universal, I think it's like a standard unit USB, and then the USB-C that you can plug up to here where your phone can mount. That's what I'm saying though. So like CFMOTO, the 450 had a horrible spot to mount your phone because you had to like drill into this or something. You had to actually steer, like it was so like just crazy just to get a phone mount. But on here, they give you something that's like a rubber piece that's it's already threaded, and you can connect a phone mount and then connect it down here, and you can charge all your stuff. Obviously, they kept the cool ass screen. Okay, obviously they kept that. You know, you can't break away from that. But TCT right there. If I just click it, it goes off. If I click it once, or hold it, I gotta hold it down. TC2, re-tap it, goes to TC1. TC2, tap it, changing the traction control, and then holding it down to take it off, which I won't, but I like to keep mine on. But even the quick shifter, you can turn the quick shifter off. You can, that's accessible. You can turn the quick shifter off, you can turn it on and off. It's just, again, back to what I was saying before, it's just very accessible. Like this, there's a lot of things that are just quick to the hand and are quick to grab, they're quick to do. And they really thought about the rider when they're making this bike. Again, there's still things that they did wrong about the bike, but that's okay. I will say I'm very thankful because the diapers on some of the newer bikes now, like the tails, they're huge. I was talking to someone the other day, and I think it was like a Ninja 650, and the actual tail is like way out there, and I'm like, dude, what the? And I get, obviously it's state, it's regulation, you got to be able to read the plate, But man, let's have some taste here. You know, like, come on. It's funny because I get a lot of like the negativity about the CFMOTO stuff is usually online, but anytime it's in person, people are really nice about it. So I don't know, maybe it's just like an internet, like a keyboard warrior type thing or something like that, or maybe it's I just haven't ran into someone in person yet. I haven't ran into anyone that really hates them. There are people that do like stunt bikes, and they're, you know, they do wheelies and all that stuff like that, and they say they really love the bikes, and they've seen one fly past them on the highway, and it sounds really good or it looks really good. I'm trying to glaze up CFMOTO, you know, but it's a great bike. Like I can't get around that. So I know some people have had like coolant issues as well, but I haven't had that issue either. I will say the oil change is pretty much the same as the 450. I don't know if you guys can see back there. Oh yeah, look at those pipes, man. Things are looking good. Yeah, those look good. I don't know if you guys can see them because this camera's on my head. But those look good. But yeah, the filter basically you take off this piece right here. Just these four little boom. And then the filter's right down there. And I usually keep like paper, like a shop towel or something in there, but it's accessible. It's easy to get to. It's not as easy as, you know, say like a naked bike, but it's accessible. It's fairly easy. Down there, it's in this little slit. You think it'd be right here, but it's actually like right there. You can see it. But it's gonna be a little bit shorter than the 451, hopefully. Oh, I don't know how much I keep in and how much I yap, because I'm a professional yapper. You guys have any comments or questions or critiques, whatever, about the bike, feel free to leave it there. But it's been 1,000 miles. I think I'm gonna I'll do another kind of like quick review around 5,000 miles once I get up there. I probably won't be till next season, depending on who knows. Probably next 5,000 miles will probably be the next one for the review. You guys are asking about insurance and everything like that. Hasn't really hiked up my insurance. Maybe like 20 bucks extra a month, maybe, from the 450. Obviously depends on, you know, your driving record and everything like that. I can't dictate that. Gas consumption. Let's see what I'm at right now, actually. Now that we're talking about it. I see a lot of your guys' comments, and you guys are like, oh, what's the, you know, the miles per gallon? I've been hammering the hell out of this thing, so this is not going to be a fun one to look at. So 47 miles per gallon on average. That's all the miles per gallon. Insurance, yes, it does go pretty dang quick, and it sounds really great too. That's for damn sure. No, Ixel's doing some exhaust stuff as well. I like Ixel, but Van Diemen just caught my attention. It's a little pricier, but I think the sound is better, and I just think the performance-wise is better too. And anyone that's been an existing viewer or someone that's subscribed, or anyone that's really chimed in and like been consistently looking at my videos, I appreciate you guys 100%. I love being able to interact with you guys. I like having that communication with you guys. When you guys ask questions, or when you guys or even help me out, you know, again, because from the very beginning of all this has been a reciprocal kind of thing. Like, I want to show you guys content, but I also appreciate you guys helping me out with, okay, this is how you increase your frames per second. Okay, you should try doing this instead, or get some shots of this or this, and I love that. Like, that way I can give you guys what you want, but I also love doing this thing. So it's reciprocal. It's all fun. It's all fun. I'm here to learn from you guys as well. I've said it from the very beginning. I'm here to learn from you guys, but I also want to be able to provide this guys for you guys as well. And I think it's absolutely nuts. I think we're sitting at, like, at the time of this video, 424 subscribers, which is crazy. Even getting 100, I'm telling you, like, just getting to that was nuts. When I got 100, I was like, no way. Like, it just blew my mind. Like, even now I see that 424, like, I love doing this. It's not even just like the numbers thing. It's just so much that it's just crazy how many of you guys like actually like the stuff I'm putting out there, and I want to keep providing that for you guys. So again, any, you know, critiques, or like, hey, do this better with the video. You know, obviously now this video might be a little goofy because I've never had the head mount before. This is all, I'm still figuring it out, but just changing things up, tweaking things in my videos, like, let me know, you know, or if you have requests or different things that you want to see in the video, you know, send that out to me as well, because I like doing this. This is fun for me. Like, this is something I wish I could just do full time. I wish I could just create videos all day. It's fun. I love recording them. I like making the little meme sounds I put in there. I like editing them. Just throwing little things in there. I like making fun of myself, make fun of my own bike. So again, thank you guys for the support, really. We're kind of creeping on 500 now, which would be cool. I'll have a 500 subscriber special when we get there. Don't have any ideas of what I'm gonna do yet. So if you guys have any idea, or I guess ideas, put it out there, because I definitely will put that in consideration. Maybe you guys are just going to sleep, want to watch a cruise video, or maybe you guys want to hear about the 1,000-mile review because this is a newer bike and you know we're crossing that threshold and you guys wanted to hear that, or even just your perspective or your viewpoint, or you know, any experience you've had with the bike or someone else with the bike. Like, I want to hear that too. I want to hear it from all you guys, leaving all the love, leaving all the likes on there. And the fact that, you know, some of you just see it and you want to keep seeing more and you subscribe is awesome, man. Like, so cool. Like that's awesome that I'm creating something for you guys that you guys want to consistently come back to. Two things I really like. So motorcycles are more recent. I liked them as a kid, but having one is more recent. Videography, photography, editing videos, I've always liked doing that. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please be sure to leave a like. I would appreciate it. Again, any feedback or comments, concerns, questions, whatever, leave a comment. I'll definitely get back to it. I like to keep responding to you guys. And if you like this review video, if you think about getting a 675 SS, or you've been on the fence about it, or even the 450 and you just wanted to see more consistency in the brand, I would say go for it. They're awesome bikes. I know for a while the ZX6R, the 2024 and 2025 models of certain range were blowing up a little bit.
There's a bomb strapped to my chest!
I haven't had an engine blow up on me. You know, obviously, cross my fingers that doesn't happen. So if you're looking into getting one, or you're on the fence about it, it's worth the money. The pros kind of outweigh the cons here. You know, and this isn't just, I wouldn't just post this video because the pros outweigh the cons. If the cons outweigh the pros, I'd be telling you guys. Because I like to be very transparent with you guys. I do get a lot of looks, and I still get people who don't know what CFMOTO is. They didn't know they made it, or they know who they are. They just didn't know they made a 675. Not to really hate the brand. Like, I mean, you can at the end of the day, it's your life, but it doesn't. I've had no issues with it. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get the hate for it. All us bikes, guys, we all got issues, man. Okay, ZX6Rs, again, I'm talking about them, they blow up. Okay, the engine's blowing up. Why is the engine blowing up? Okay, it became a meme, sure. This is a Temu bike. It's Chinese. You know, it's a Chinese bike. It's a Temu bike. We all got our stuff, man. We all got our pros and cons, and this is exactly what I wanted to highlight on it. Let's say if you were getting a 675 SS, or you were thinking about getting one, you're on the fence about it, I kind of want to put you a little bit over the fence and tell you probably should get the bike. The bang for the buck is unmatched. Like, it's pretty damn good. So yeah, that's all I really have for this video, guys. You've already seen some riding clips of here. I'm gonna have more videos coming out soon. Yeah, appreciate all the support, appreciate all the love, but other than that, I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
What? No, dude!